What is up and how do you do to all my friends and followers here? This is the YouTuber formerly known as Super Slugler here again with yet another new video. So to start off, where have I been? What happened to me? So it's kind of a long-ish story. Well, not actually long, I'm just kind of exaggerating. I basically lost motivation for making videos. I definitely burned myself out making Bakugan content and suddenly just stopped because I couldn't muster up the strength. And speaking of Bakugan, I'm no longer doing Bakugan content because Spin Master has basically run the franchise to the ground and I no longer feel much of an emotional attachment to it anymore. So I decided to jump ship into something I like better. In that case, it's kaiju and tokusatsu stuff, as you can tell by the Godzilla and Ultraman figures here. So also, a lot of big things have been happening in my life as well. I finally graduated high school and I'm now in college, and our family's gonna be moving to a new house, so you're definitely no longer gonna see the set. I mean, except for this table probably. But yeah, so I hope you guys are excited for this new chapter in my channel's history. So the thing we're gonna be taking a look at today, let me just move these figures out of here, is the deluxe Bakuage Sentai Boomboonger start set. So here's the box right here. And now before we get into it, it's time for a little brief history lesson. So let me start that first. So for beginners, Bakuage Sentai Boomboonger is a part of the long-running Super Sentai series. The Super Sentai series you may know under a more familiar moniker here in the States, if the masked heroes were a dead giveaway, the Power Rangers. The Super Sentai series began in 1974 and was created by famous manga artist Shotaro Ishinomori, who is also responsible for its much more popular sister series, Kamen Rider. As a result of this, the Super Sentai and Kamen Rider series are very close to one another, being broadcast on the same channel and on the same block, and often crossed over with one another. The series were originally independent of another and were a collaboration between the Toei studio and Shotaro Ishinomori. The spy-themed Himitsu Sentai Go Ranger, the beginning of the series, and the playing card themed JAKQ Dengeki Tai. Third installment of the series, Battle Fever J, strangely enough, was not a collaboration with Ishinomori, but rather with the Marvel Comics Company. Yes, that Marvel. Toei and Marvel previously collaborated on a Spider-Man show, which is notorious in the Spider-Man fandom due to how ridiculous it is. Battle Fever J also introduced an important concept in the Super Sentai series, the giant robot, which would be a staple for the franchise ever since. After years of success, media mogul Haim Saban would adapt the 16th installment in the Super Sentai series, Kyoryu Sentai Zyuranger, under the Power Rangers name, and thus the world came to know Super Sentai. So the first thing we're going to be taking a look at is the team's henshin device, the Boonboon Changer. So here it is in all of its car-centric glory. As you can see, it's shaped like a tire and a stopwatch at the same time. It's got this little apparatus here. It's got this funky blue exhaust pipe out here, a little spot here for some LEDs. It's got this, Boomboonger, reads it right there, just in case you forgot about the team's name. And if you turn it around, you get some more tire-centric details. There's a little battery compartment. It's got a little spot right there to take it out. And this little apparatus right here is used to scan Boom Boom cars, as you can slide them in there and it runs over these little peg things and triggers a certain sound. There's also the speaker and the on and off switch. And when you turn it on, you get this. Very, very enthusiastic. So now how to transform, you just press this once, press this again, and press it one more time. And now you slide it across your wrist, but I'll do it on the table. Whoops. Here, let's try this. There we go. And that's how you transform. So it also has other sounds, but we'll get to those later in part 2. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And it also comes with this little holder thing. And when you place it in here, and let's see what happens if you press it again here. You just get this. So yeah, it can go on your wrist and you can be a Boomboonger too. Unless your hands are pretty fat, unlike my skinny white boy hands. here. It probably won't fit on you because this is basically made for kids. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the Boom Boon Changer. Now onto the real main event, the vehicles. The first thing we're going to be taking a look at is the big rig itself, the Boom Boon trailer. So here it is. This is basically just a big ass trailer which serves as the primary mecha for the team and kind of the base for the whole mech itself. And this is also the personal mecha or Zord of Boon Red. It's got some nice paint on it with a red, white, and silver color scheme with some black accents. You can see the team's name right here, Boomboonger. Some little details right here. A little warning sign here. Same on the other side as well. If you look closely, you can see some mechanical details in there. Now looking at the front of the car, it's got some beautiful silver accents for the grills and the lights. It's got some black for the windshield. And if you look back here, there is also some pink and blue for the other Boom Boom team members, but that's more important for transformation. And here is the underside. It's got some more mechanical details. And this is where you would scan it to activate new sounds for the vehicle. It's also got a little spot up here, being a trailer and all. You can stick the other Boom Boom cars in there. Pretty nice. Good for a play pattern. And it also rolls, because it's a toy car. Why the hell not would it roll? So yeah, it's basically just a big old brick of plastic in the shape of a trailer. It'd be really funny if they offered like some sort of Winnebago type repaint or something like that, like you would see in Spaceballs. I would totally buy that. And some final details. It's got these little things where you can store the Boom Boom cars. You can slide them in here. This is also kind of how the Boom Boon scanner works, or the Boom Boon changer, I meant to say. Stupid apraxia getting in the way. You can also turn this, but I think it's more important for transformation. So yeah, that's it for the Boom Boon trailer. Up next on the line is Boom Blue's vehicle, the Boon Boon Off-Road. So here's a look at it. It's basically a generic off-road car. It's got some little details right here. Silver grille like the Boom Boon trailer. Some red highlights, some more silver highlights. Here's the bottom and the part you would scan it. Very small and minuscule. It's also got some little lines right here, but that's more important later on. And like the others, it also rolls, because as mentioned, it's a toy car, why wouldn't it roll? And yeah, very simple, very nice design. A lot of the other Boom Boon cars are going to be very similar to this. So yeah, let's get on to the last one now. Now the last main component is coming here. It's Boom Pink's vehicle, the Boom Boon Wagon. So it's kind of like Boom Blue's vehicle, but it's a wagon. So yeah, I'm not really too vested in car differences, but this is definitely a wagon. It's all pink and bright, like a pink Jeep. It's got some little red accents and another silver grille. Here's the bottom with some pink paint and also some spot where you can scan it in the Boon Boon changer. And also this is where you would slide it into the mecha for transformation. And yeah, it's also got this little mechanical part right here, which is will be irrelevant later on, but actually it's just an irrelevant detail. I was talking about this part right here. So yeah, that's Boom Boon Wagon for you. Now lastly but not leastly, the final part of the whole thing for the mecha is this little guy. The Boon Bot is what he's called. He's just this cute little guy. He doesn't really serve much of a purpose. I don't know what his role is in the show because Toei won't distribute it outside of Japan, which really sucks. Thanks a lot, Power Rangers. So yeah, he's just this little robot guy. He might be like a little helper, like maybe Alpha 5 or something like that, or a Daigoyo from Shinkenger. He's got not a lot of detail, just this little silver top right here. You can see he's got a little bit of a face and some arms, and little legs that you can stare as well. And his whole goal, I think he serves as a purpose as an alternate face. He's made up of like several components. You can also pose him like this. And he's held right here. And also, you can pop him out and you get a different face, which I assume is probably going to be for some of the bigger combinations coming forth. So yeah, Boombot is just Boonbot and nothing more. He is and will always be Boonbot. But wait, that's not all, folks. I recently just got this in the mail. This is a special pre-order bonus, which was only exclusive in Japan when you say a certain password in toy stores. The Boonboong Supercar. So this is modeled after, I think it's like Boonred's actual vehicle, I think, he uses in the show, not the Boonboong trailer. It's got this nice little QR code right here if you want to scan it. It has some silver stickers which you have to apply. I really suck at applying stickers. Some Beyblade PTSD kind of kicked in there for me. It's also got a black bottom with a little scanner port here. And yes, it does also roll. All in all, it's pretty nice. Very simple design. Very accurate to the show. And yeah, it's just Boonboong Supercar. Now, when I mentioned about the Boonboong changer being able to let out certain sounds when you scan one of the Boonboong cars, let's do that right now and see what noises they make. Starting with Boonboong Off-Road. So yeah, that's for Boonboong Off-Road. You just get the name and a car horn or associated sound with that vehicle. And it's basically the same thing for Boonboong Wagon. You'll get a different sound for the Boonboong Supercar. And when you press it, you basically get that. Now when you do it with the other cars, let's do this. When you press it, you kind of get a transformation sound for the mech. So yeah, now let's get the transforming the mech. And let's do this again so we can make it official. Alright, let's start transforming. Now before we can fully set up the robot, Boonboong Trailer has another mode which is for transformation purposes. This thing transforms to a thing known as the Boonboong Garage. So how to transform it? You basically split it from down here, and you pull this out, and it gives you a massive wingspan. Barely even fits on my camera screen. If I zoom out, the resolution will get very shittier, so sorry about that. So here's just a panorama shot of how wide this thing is. And lastly, you just open this up, and the Boonboong Garage is raring to go. So here's a better view of it from a wider shot, and as stated, this thing is immense. So yeah, now let's start transforming some cars. Whoops. Now the main shtick with these cars is that they can transform into weapons and parts for the mecha. So the first one we'll transform is the Boonboong Off-Road. So you just stick it in back here, and then you push it forward. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, boom! And Boonboong Off-Road becomes basically some sort of sword lance type thing that's modeled after a screwdriver. Perfect for the car theming of it. It's got some more details inside. And to fully transform it, it's got this little one manual part here in the behind. And there you go. You got yourself this weapon thingy. So yeah. Now next we have Boonboong Wagon. Let's see what happens when we transform it. Stick it in the back again, and then push it forward. 3, 2, 1, boom! And it becomes a big old fist. To fully transform it, you gotta pull this out that I mentioned earlier. It's got some more silvery details. And I like how the hood of the car kind of becomes the knuckles and fingers of the mech. You can make it pretend to grab stuff. And yeah, so it's basically just a big ol' fist of pain. Now let's fully transform the mecha into its final form. So now to transform the Boonboong Trailer into Boondorio Boondorus, you're going to open this again and pull out the arms as such here. You can see them right here. flip this around and follow suit on the same side. We're gonna pull out the arm, put it around so you can see it. Pull out the arm here, and flip this around, fold in the panels, pull up this, and connect it in the crotch area, split the legs, and then push this down, fold this in, and fold this back, fold it back again, and fold this inward, and finally you split this down the back. And there you go, you get Boondorio in all his glory. So, he basically just is a copyright-friendly transformer, that's all I really have to say about him. And yes, unfortunately, he's one of those brick mecha again, which is really sad because last year they gave us some full action mecha, like with King Oger and Dawn Brothers. So, but it's also a return to tradition, I'd say. It's good to save costs once in a while. It's got a little slot where you can put the Boonboon changer for a finisher. And now to fully complete him, let's slide some of the Boonboon cars into him. So you take a Boonboon off-road, you fold these panels in, and just slide it on his arm. Like this. And then you take the Boonboon wagon, and flip it around, and slide it up here. And there we go. Boonboon Robo is finally complete. So it's a very nice design. Very alright. Puts high emphasis on the vehicle theming. Oh, whoops. Yeah. This very nice design. Here's a full 360. He's got minimal posability. You can flip his arms, turn them around, and you can also move his legs, though I can't really show you because I'm busy holding the camera because my studio setup is small. But yeah, he can move them a little bit, but not really that much. And yeah, so here's another 360 of him. It's got some nice details on him. There's a close-up. This little tire thing spins here. It does on the back. And he's also got some other slots for other Boonboon cars for other transformations, but you could slide stuff like this right here. The rail system. And also on his feet. And yeah, that's pretty much it for him. Now, one last thing you can do with the Boomboonger Robo is unlock a finisher noise by scanning the Boonboon trailer in the Boonboon changer. So we slide it in here. Standby music. Press it once. Press it again. And one last time. And you get your Boonboon finish directed by Michael Bay. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the Boomboonger Robo. Very nice, solid design, even though it's a brick mecha. But yeah, it's alright, I'd say. Definitely not as good as last year's King Oger Robo with full posability, but I'm kind of biased because King Oger was pretty cool. Can't wait to see what happens to this robot next when new mecha stuff like comes.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
New mecha stuff comes out. Sorry about that. So yeah, so I hope you guys will join me in part 2 when we take a look at the Boonboonger handle. So remember to leave a like, drop a comment, and if you're nice enough, subscribe to this channel for more tokusatsu content. This is the YouTuber formerly known as Super Slugler, signing out.